Hello my beautiful people. So as you can see, different layout yet again. I feel like there's been so many changes recently. The reason I'm doing things differently this week is because it needs to be relevant, right? I believe that we incarnate when and where we choose to incarnate, because we understand that that time, that moment in time, the people that we're born to, that we interact with, that we come into contact with, are going to provide the right conditions and impetus for us to take the journey that our soul truly wants and needs to take. If you were born at this time, and it's an unprecedented time for a lot of people, if you were born at this time, you will be, or you're here at this time, should I say, you're here for a reason to experience this in some way, shape or form. This means that your soul signed up for this. And in order to keep it relevant, I want to help people understand, what is it that your soul is trying to learn right now? A lot of people are being forced to take stock, to stand still. The old contracts, the old world, the old spiritual contracts, it's all breaking down in favor for something new that is coming through now, for a new way of being, a new way of understanding, a new sense of connection. New connections are about to be forged. New ways of doing everything are about to be forged. So, the fact that a lot of us are either sort of on lockdown or having to stay still, having to take a moment. I talked about this in my daily email, if you get it, if you're on my list. And what I talked about was this moment where so many people are being forced to stop, to put their feet on the ground and say, right, okay, what do I think about this? What do I really feel is the next step for me? Why is it that this is taking place? What is my soul trying to learn? And I kind of see this time, when a planet goes retrograde, it sort of takes its journey and then it slows down. And then as it slows down, it starts to come to a stop, and it stations, and then its energy is magnified. What happens under a retrograde, backward, looking back, going over, reassessing, reevaluating, redoing, lots of rewords, rediscovery, remembering, bringing things from the past back for examination to be looked at, re-examining things, right? All of these words are what happen when a planet retrogrades. Well, then it kind of stops and tracks backwards, so we go back over that energy, and then it stops and it stations again, and then it starts to move forward again, and it kind of picks up speed and goes on its merry way. Well, if you think about it, the human race at the moment is kind of being forced into its very own retrograde. So rather than seeking out there or looking out there, this is a time to go within. What is your soul trying to learn? What is it that you are releasing at this moment in time? And what is it that you are welcoming in as a result of all of this that's taking place on this sort of deeper level? If you haven't seen it, I did a series recently on the spring equinox for the different different elements of the zodiac. Check that out. It's on a playlist, and you can find that on the channel. Just hit the playlist button and you'll be able to find it. With that said, this is kind of a mini blurb to explain why the different format, what it kind of means, how it's going to shape up for you. I haven't stuck to the usual format because I don't feel like it's relevant at the moment. I feel like this is the stuff that is kind of more relevant for us, and will probably be more relevant for us over the course of the next week. So let me know, do you love it? Do you loathe it? And with that said, you are heading into your personal taroscope for the week ahead. Take care, love you much, and I'll see you soon. Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I'm still doing those. You can get yours on the link in the description box below. Before we start, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see What is going on for you? Where are you at? So you've seen the blurb before the video, I hope. If you haven't, please go back and watch it. So at this moment in time, Aries, what is your soul trying to learn? What is it that you are learning? You are learning how to balance your resources. You are learning how to balance your time. Your soul is asking you and requiring you to learn how to move through things. This card is very often about moving things from one place to another, but learning to juggle many things at any one time. It's also about making strong, grounded, practical decisions. Not, you know, like you see how he's hopping from one foot to the other. He's learning how to balance these two sort of opposing energies. And if you look at the card there as well, you see the Mobius veil, right? That's an understanding that what goes up must come down, and what goes down, you know, what is down can only go up from there. Your soul at this moment in time, Aries, is trying to learn how to navigate things and ultimately how to traverse them by being present. You know, Aries is a very forward sort of focused sign, wants to be on to the next thing. Your soul is learning how to be in the here and now and how to work with, on, or through what you are facing and focusing on at this moment in time. This is about really bringing you into the present moment. All right, so what are you releasing? Wow, look at that, right? So you get your own card, the Emperor. So what does this say to you? You're releasing yourself? No, you're releasing the old paradigm of who you are. You're releasing the old thoughts and thought processes and thought forms and understandings that people have around you. You know, very often we see ourselves as is reflected back to us through the world, right? That's a big part of human experience. But what goes even deeper than this is that sometimes people shape us. Sometimes we allow things outside of us to shape who we are. This is about you releasing that old idea of who you are and how people see you, and saying to yourself, I am Aries, I am myself, I am original, I am, you know, there's only one of me. This card is often about commitment. So this is about you committing to yourself and committing to releasing how other people see you, what their viewpoints of you are. This is about allowing yourself to, or rather not allowing yourself to be shaped and honed and labeled by anybody or anyone outside of yourself. This is about bringing this energy back to you. So what you're releasing at the moment is how other people see you. This is about redefining yourself at this moment in time in the image that you choose to be seen in the way that you choose to be known, what you want to be known for. This is about releasing other people's ideas and impositions. And then finally, what are you welcoming in at this time? The Three of Wands, beautiful. So what you're welcoming in at this moment in time, to keep it short, sweet and simple, what you're welcoming in this week is a complete and utter understanding of how to expand all that you are, all of your goals, all of your visions, all of your dreams. This is about welcoming in an energy of abundance, welcoming in an energy of growth, welcoming in the energy of expansion, of pushing beyond what you are known for, how you are seen. This is about you really tending to all of your personal needs on an internal level. And what you're welcoming in with this energy is the big blessing that's on its way to you. I have a feeling that might very well sort of start to show itself when when Mars comes up to Jupiter and starts to conjunct it. I feel like there's going to be something that takes place at that time for you guys. But these are really interesting cards. I mean, it's a really interesting time right now, you know, to be alive in general. Let's have a look, see. I'm not going to use the normal format this week. So an overarching message, you've got the Justice card. Whatever decisions you make going forward, Aries, they must be yours. Whatever it is that you choose to commit to from here on in, it must come from within you. That is where you're going to find all of the answers that you seek this week. This is where all of us are going to find whatever it is that we need. You're not going to find it in the external world. Now is the time to go within and to discover or rediscover. there's those rewords again, all that you are and all that you are here for. This is time to align to your purpose. And the Justice card says you've got to be ready to commit to it once it shows itself. So I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. If you are, if you're on lockdown and all the rest of it, reach out to people. There's a whole community here. Give me a shout in the comments. Head over to Facebook. Send me messages. I'm totally on hand. Take care, and I'll see you soon.